Today I want to talk about that one quote that goes, "Birds born in a cage think flying is an illness." Because it's not really about birds, is it? It's about how normal can be so violent and nobody calls it that. I think about it a lot. Not in a poetic way, definitely. It's so unsettling to think about. Because you see, when you're born into a family, a culture, a dynamic, or a certain level of pain, you don't label it as wrong. You label it as how life works. And then the next thing you know is that anything that exists outside of that, it feels wrong to you, it feels suspicious, it feels excessive. They say that if you've only ever known silence, then honesty feels too much to you. If you've only known control, then freedom feels irresponsible. And if you've only known survival, then ease looks fake, like something to be pretended, like something that never exists, and everyone that looks at ease is pretending. So when you see someone living differently, your first instinct isn't curiosity, it's diagnosis. Oh, they're doing too much. Oh, they're unstable. Oh, they're gonna regret it. That's what goes in. You see, because calling flying an illness is easier than admitting you've never even tried. And the thing that people don't talk about is how that cage gets into your body, like it morphs into you. It's not just beliefs at that point, it's nervous system. You get used to being small, to bracing, to waiting, to hesitation. You're like, this is the best that I can get. This is it. And if I get out of here, I'm gonna even lose this. Like, I don't believe in the possibility of better being out there for me. They find comfort in their sadness. And you get so used to it that even when the doors to opportunities open, you sabotage them. Not because you're just scared of freedom or what might come. You're just scared of what to do with it. They say that we're all free, but we're not really free, are we? That's why people self-sabotage when life gets better. Peace feels boring. People anticipate their misery. They anticipate their doom. It's not even physical, it's metaphorical. We are caged by ourselves. Sometimes we cage ourselves. And then there's the other layer, the social one. Because the moment someone flies, it messes up with everyone who stayed. Not because they flied, but because their existence asks themselves a question nobody wants to hear, and that is, was this always optional? So instead of grieving, people moralize. They call staying maturity. They call leaving selfish. They call endurance strength. Same thing. Crowning their sadness, crowning their misery. Cages love to disguise themselves as virtue. They really do. And here's the part that's uncomfortable but true. Not everyone actually wants freedom. Some people want predictability more than possibility. They want rules that explain their suffering, because flying means responsibility. If you fall, there's no cage to blame. Yeah. So when someone does choose to sky, it's not celebrated. It's tolerated. It's resisted. And yeah, flying is lonely at first. Because once you expand, you cannot shrink back into the cages you came from. You can sit in cages, you can tolerate them, but you cannot stay there. Sometimes leaving is really important. That's why just getting out of something or somewhere is important, because that is the first step and the most important one. The tragedy is not that cages exist, the tragedy is that people defend them so passionately. They confuse familiarity with safety, I think. And once you've tasted even a little bit of flight, you start realizing something quietly terrifying and quietly liberating. Maybe the sky was never dangerous. Maybe we were just trained to believe it was. If you feel like you do not belong somewhere, maybe you do not. Not because you're too small for it, maybe you're too big for it.